And so I'd love for you to think about, what do I want to let go of? What do I want to move forward into?
And I remember my mom would tell me that she would take me to the mall to meet my biological dad, and he would get an hour to stroll me around the mall. And then he'd have to give me back. And one day he just stopped showing up. The mark of abandonment was over my life from that moment.
I mean, some of you have heard the story of my father who walked out. I didn't know him. I was maybe 1 year old when he left, maybe 1.5. I don't even know how old I was. I don't know. I guess I could ask my mom. And she would say, she's always said, you're about 1 or 2. He was my dad, but he didn't father me.
And I didn't realize that the baggage, the emotional baggage that I carried from the story, the narrative of the rejected, the abandoned, that I brought that into my marriage, and that became the foundation.
Some of us are trying to heal from something that we don't even understand. And so no wonder we're caught in this cycle, and we've all had the cycle moment that can often be a lot more than a hot minute. How many of you know it can often be decades long? Because there's generational trauma.
Oftentimes what ends up trying to break us and harm us and hurt us and bury us is what makes us grow. It's where our victory comes from. It's where the battle dress comes out and it says, you know what, I might have been buried, but that's where my brave happened, Heather. My brave happened in the rubble, and I rose from it. Where are you in your rubble? Rise from your rubble.
But I knew one thing. My son, you know, when I held him, I still remember it. My firstborn, he was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. I couldn't imagine anyone being more beautiful than him. And I think, you know, on the altar of my life, if I accomplish nothing in my life, and this is truly from the heart this moment, if nobody knows my name, if I don't write another book, if I don't give another message, if I don't earn another penny, but if I can stop the trauma from being passed on to them, how many of you know that is success? Are you with me on that?